An Ottawa man is turning a family tragedy into a fusion of music and sport to help prevent suicide. I visited Larry Pegg at his home to learn more about the origin of the hockey project.
It is the desperation of a late-night telephone call, and there's a chill in the air as the leaves in our dreams start to fall. So park your expectations and excitations by the fire route back of the mall and wait on me. Help me see what love can be. Smell the strike of matches, watch the flames rise above it all.
Wait was really the song that started all this in terms of using music for suicide prevention. In the initial time, I found it really hard to play the song without being in tears because it was a call to my daughter.
Larry's eldest daughter died from suicide in 2007. After years of mourning, Larry released his first album last year entitled Before and After Life, The Theory of Positivity, on World Suicide Prevention Day, September 10th.
Some of these songs that I'd written prior to her passing were now connecting with songs that I had written after in this state of anguish and grief. And there's, despite my anguish and grief, I'm focusing on being positive in the message, in some ways to those who listen, in some ways to the spirit of my daughter. Although she didn't play full-on organized hockey, we played shinny down on our lake as often as we possibly could. We have lights set up, and we watched all the games and participated like good hockey fans. And she was passionate about the Ottawa Senators, for instance, and so I thought of hockey as being a great way to express and keep her passion for hockey alive, and at the same time use hockey as a powerful vehicle to get the message out.
On World Suicide Prevention Day and World Mental Health Day, all proceeds from Larry's album sales support the cause. Otherwise, 50% of album sales and all sales from his song Wait go to Do It for Darren at the Royal Ottawa, which raises youth mental health awareness following the suicide of 14-year-old Darren Richardson. The Royals president Andre Steele says they have recently opened a new position in suicide research that will directly benefit from Larry's efforts.
Through the Darren Fund, or DIFD, a lot of that money is actually going towards supporting one of the greatest research initiatives, and that's a newly established chair in suicide research that we just announced about a month ago. That's an exciting initiative, an exciting research initiative, because it means that we will be able to focus in the area of suicide prevention and helping more people get better faster, and just finding more reasons and more ways to prevent suicide.
Has he arrived for the 1 in 5?
Don't stop stomping!
And the lights are shining like a million suns! It looks, it is, it's Lucky Rod. Game on!
It's hockey night tonight. It's hockey night tonight.
Larry co-wrote and produced Don't Stop Stompin', a music video that uses the game of hockey to show the struggle of living with a mental illness.
Don't Stop Stompin', when we lost Stompin' Tom, was an expression of, you know, we've lost this Canadian icon. And I realized that, you know, we've lost this stompin' beat of Stompin' Tom. He's no longer there to do that. And then I thought that the beat was the heartbeat. And Don't Stop Stompin' is a really, don't give up on life. Don't let your heartbeat stop. Don't let the beat of the music stop.
Your seatbelts, folks, because this team can't afford to lose 1 in 5 from the game.
Canadians that will suffer from a mental health challenge can be represented perfectly through the metaphor of the penalty box. When you have 5 players on the ice and you lose one of them and they're sent to the penalty box, that whole isolation, and you're alone, you're closed into this box and you're not let out until, you know, your penalty's over. It's perfect.
It is the perfect metaphor because the ratio is the same in society. 1 in 5 Canadians suffer from a mental illness.
When we lose one person to mental health, we can't win. Suicide and mental health doesn't stop at our borders here in Canada. In fact, as leaders in hockey globally, clearly, could we not use that leadership to spread the message? When we lose someone to suicide, we lose their love. And the idea of the blast zone, it's said that the effect of a single suicide can be up to 1,000 people, loved ones, colleagues, friends at school.
So Larry got all of the kids featured in his video to sign this poster, and he wants to get 1,000 signatures to symbolize this blast zone. Larry does not broadcast his daughter's name, but her memory lives on, like this Inukshuk she built, and Larry still finds it difficult at times to be in the yard where she once played.
We're taught to hate, and perhaps we're born to love. And so sort of unlearning the conflict around the world and relearning the love, I think is part of my, you know, somewhat vague approach to trying to make a difference.
Can be safe. It's not too late.
This is an opportunity to communicate at a musical level.
We can't escape.
Please wait. If I had a second chance, if I could just talk to you, if I could just be with you, if I could just even say goodbye. I didn't have any of those.
Share the way.
And it's timeless. Music is timeless. It'll last forever, just like the memories that I have of my beautiful daughter.
Please wait. This love is great.
For the 25th hour, I'm Jamie Shinkewski.